Welcome to the Bravo Charlie Club podcast, making you 12 and a half minutes more awesome each week. He's Ben, I'm Richard. Let's go. Ben, how you doing this week?
I'm well, mate. Hey, new listener country call out is South Korea this week.
South Korea.
Annyeong haseyo, which is formal or for people that you don't know very well. If you know them, shorten it to Annyeong. So there you go. Welcome to South Korea.
Fantastic. Welcome.
So, Richard, remember when I said to you that I'm often that guy who now talks to people like who I'm traveling next to, like seated on a plane?
Yes.
Hey, well, this week I got intel. So the Fully Awake project this week, we're talking about toast, and in particular, do you eat toast? You're a toast person.
I'm a big fan of the toast. I love burning bread, just the right amount.
Yep. Wow, you've said the magic words. There's new toaster technology.
What?
They can tell if your bread is cooked based on its color. So
like with a bread scanner or something.
Hey, I didn't design this, but I know who did because I sat next to him. The sensing technology in the Breville IQ Auto Toaster, so there's a plug, was invented by Chris Rowland, my traveling companion, and his team at Sensibility.
Wow.
I'm going to drop a link in the show notes because, frankly, it's cool. What it means, though, is no more burnt toast. So
that is excellent. That is fantastic.
I
don't know. To replace toasters far too many times in recent years, Ben, and hopefully Chris and his team can bring down the cost of toasters.
Yeah. So I guess I mean I guess the whole point of the current toaster, I guess, is it based on a timer or something? I don't even know. You press one.
Well, it is. Yeah. My daughter, Poppy told me a few years back that the actual number that you have it set to is the number of minutes you want it to toast for. So who knew that? So like if it's set to 3, then it's 3.
It's 3 minutes.
It's 3 minutes. But we have recently acquired a Breville toaster and the matching Breville jug for the whole
because you need
kitchen
the matching
party pack thing.
Yeah. Looks out of place if it's not matching.
And I was devastated at having to do the replacement because we moved back to Queensland from overseas and we were going to get ourselves a fancy kitchen ensemble toast jug combo, and so we lashed out on the Morphy Richards, and Ben, it's just terrible stuff. Like it's super premium price, and
I put it to you, bought a toaster that was named after you, so you're in for. Trouble.
It's a great color. It's kind of like it's a stealth gray. It like matches your MacBook and everything with like little like brass or rose gold or whatever those accents are on it. It's a fancy looking piece of kit, but it's just rubbish. So we replaced it twice under warranty and then gave up on the brand after that.
I've never bought a toaster based on its color matching my laptop. That's a first. It's a first. Yeah, well done.
There you go. So anyway, toast tech.
So who knows? I'm very much open because I don't like burnt toast. I think there's something wrong about charcoal toast anyway. I think there's reasons why you shouldn't have it. So let's hope they've crushed that into oblivion. Let's see.
Because like everyone in my family has different settings for their optimal amount of bread burnness, right?
Right.
So I wonder if there's like a little scanner or something. Maybe you can do a finger scan and then adjust to how you like your toast.
A magic number. Yeah.
Because often, right, the daily bread is just there, and but sometimes like the sourdough can be frozen, so you got to like double or triple that sourdough back in to take it from frozen to burnt.
By all accounts, this has been solved, but you're actually suggesting like a biometric finger scanner, so it knows that Richard is putting the toast into the toaster.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. That
well, that probably doesn't work because half the time I'm toasting for Poppy. So anyway, maybe that doesn't work.
Yeah, that might be an upgrade. Hey, travel tips, mate.
Poppy, I've got to cut your finger off.
Only one though.
Yeah.
Or you could just use a different finger for each member of the family,
Oh, yeah, that's a pro hack. Yep,
right?
for the gadget that doesn't exist. Yep,
Yeah, yeah.
awesome. I love it.
Uh,
We'll put these ideas together and forward them to your
that's
mate
right.
Chris. Yep.
Another podcast topic. A travel tip. Here's one, and I'm going to have to put a photo in the inner sanctum on the WhatsApp channel because this blew my mind. When was the last time you flew on a plane with ashtrays in the armrests?
Wow.
Because I
Would
did
you
it this
trust a
week.
plane with ashtrays in the
It
armrests?
means the plane is really old, right?
It
Like,
does. It does. Yeah.
how long have we not been smoking on planes?
I
Like
know. I
the
can't
old
recall.
smoking or non-smoking sections. That's dark ages. Like, should it be a red flag for whether you should even stay on the plane? Like, I really wanted to hit the call bell and just say, "Excuse me, what's going on here? Which which decade are we in?"
I
Um,
know, right?
but obviously, that was out of my control. I had to get to my destination, but it did. There are times when it is in our control, and it made me think of this. What's the lowest Uber rating of a driver you would get into a car for?
I think I'm going to get in if it turns up. I mean, doesn't Uber sort of like cull drivers that ratings drop below 4 or something, or is that just
See,
an urban myth?
but 4 seems really low. Like,
4 is probably pretty low, right?
I was in a car with a guy who was 4.8, and he was like, I wished I could unmatch from him. Which actually, Uber's competitor Didi allows you to unmatch from drivers.
Right.
Which,
Wow, that's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
4.8. That's
yeah.
tough. Like over, I guess, what does that mean? Over 10,000 trips? Does that mean that I
I don't
guess
know.
20% of the trips must be 4-star and
I didn't think that
80%
far
be
ahead.
5?
All I knew is you didn't know what having your hands at 10 and 2 meant. Like if you've got your hands at 9 and 3, you're actually not in control of the car. And if you've got your hands at 5 and 7, you're really not in control of the car. So, like,
Yes.
that's my judgment.
Yeah. Okay.
But, it's a big call, right? They literally have
It
your
is a big call.
safety in your hands. And I remember I read a blog by a guy who said he wouldn't get in the car with an Uber driver who had a rating less than 4.95.
Yeah. Wow.
So
That's pretty. Do you know they rate passengers as well?
yeah,
You have a
yeah.
passenger.
I don't know who suit I spat in, but I'm like 4.89. I think I slammed a door too, loud or something once, or
Man, you are the worst.
yeah,
4.89.
yeah.
I checked it. I checked mine a few years back, and I was 4.87, which I was outraged about.
Wow, talk too
Because
much.
so I mean, oh, it must mean that. I mean, what's the math on that? Does that's like 1 in 12 or 13 people gives you a 4-star instead of a 5 or something or other.
Yeah,
It's funny. Like, I think
yeah.
now that you know the system, though, like, well, me anyway, I pretty much always give a driver 5 stars. Like, he doesn't need to
So
offer me
yeah,
breath mints or water or
yeah.
make conversation. He just needs to get me
Just
there
get me there.
safely and,
Yeah.
uh, you know, regardless of the traffic conditions or whatever. That's not really in his
Mm.
control. So,
I'm probably more likely to unmatch from someone than I
yeah.
am to give them a bad rating. I think.
Have you used
Yeah.
it? Do you use Diddy much?
Yes. Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah.
In
Isn't that
Australia,
better?
you can earn velocity points, so it's connected to
Get
Virgin's
out
app.
of
So
here. That sounds like a
yeah,
pro
so
tip.
Uber is connected to Qantas and DD's connected to Virgin, and I'm sure all
Ah,
around the world for our international listeners, they would be able to connect their frequent flyer program. It's a fairly
man,
standard
I
one.
didn't know that. Okay, that's it. I'm going to
Mate, you
move.
should tune in more often. There's hacks like that coming up all the time.
Totally.
Hey, speaking of listeners around the world, listener RK, who I know is US based, said, "What's Gumtree?" Because I was talking about being scammed on Gumtree in a recent
Oh,
episode,
wow. I thought
and
it was space Gumtree. Maybe not.
yeah, I think it's just it's an online
Gumtree does sound
trading,
Aussie, doesn't
you
it?
know, selling platform. So now that we've cleared that, the funny thing for me was he followed up with, "Aren't you a bit old to be playing with radio controlled cars?" Uh, and not feeling a bit judged at the moment, but yeah, you could probably argue that, but I'm just going to run with it. Everyone's got a hobby, mate.
True, true. Hey, on the listener feedback, Ben, listener KM shared a video this week of what can actually happen with soap recycling in some
he's
hotels.
found it. He's
It's
found
pretty
out what
cool.
happens.
Yeah, we'll pop it in the show notes for people to check out.
Absolutely, yeah. Drop it in the inner sanctum. Spot on. A couple of people wanted to reflect on the whether you need to follow up your mates. So listener MM wrote in and said, Richard and Ben, on the subject of sending reminder text to mates, I've been reflecting and think it's definitely a good thing. He didn't say why, but he was
I
a
love it.
vote for the yes. So there you
Yes.
go. Mm.
Well, on the other side of things, listener MG writes in and with just no.
That's it. Just
I
no.
need to remind mates about the catch up. No, just no. So
Well,
lovely. Nice work.
there's not too many MGs in my world. If it's the one I'm thinking of, he's very reliable too. So we can take him for his word. Hey, why not leave a comment, send us a text, join the inner sanctum on the WhatsApp channel, if you will. We've gotten better at putting a bit of color into your day in that channel. So I hope you're having a bit of fun. You can always message us privately. Just right click on the on the message and shoot straight through to us. The links will be in the show notes. Conundrum of the week. This is an important one. It comes from a daughter of mine, mate. And there's only two, so it's one of
So 50% of
those.
them.
Yeah. Her question is: if you're not a movie specific podcast, which we're not, where you detail the name of the movie you're going to be talking about, and you should say, that there's going to be spoilers. Should you be able to say spoilers of classic movies because you've assumed that everyone's watched them on the planet? Now, it's a really interesting question. Like, because if I said to you, oh, you know how in the Titanic the boat sinks, and
What?
it does. I'm sorry if you didn't know that one. It's on you. No, but I'm talking more about those really classic. The Sixth Sense comes to mind, where it's like if you were to tell it, there's literally no point watching the movie, and the point is, that should be sacrosanct because it's a classic movie because you loved it for that very reason, but the spoiler should be left for other people to enjoy in the future. Like, what do you think of that? Like, when is there a timeline where you can stop talking about the spoilers in movies?
I don't think there is. I don't think there's a grace period or anything. I think you just have to
You have to,
avoid
don't
it.
you?
It's kind of like that, like water cooler conversation. I think in the office, you sort of you've people are like, what'd you get up to on the weekend? You're like, I went to a movie and saw blah, and then I think you just can't reveal anything unless they've all
Yeah,
seen the movie,
unless they've all seen it. Yeah,
and then you're on there. But
and
so I
there's
think you've
always
got to
one
ask the
guy who's
question.
just
Have you
like,
seen it?
yeah, who's like,
I wouldn't.
really?
I
Oh,
wouldn't
I
just throw
didn't.
it out there. I don't think.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, okay. Well, and like the one I keep thinking about is Mousetrap, right? I know it's not a movie; it's a theatre production in London, but it's been running for 75 years, and people still keep going. And they literally ask you in the show, don't give away the punchline, so the next audience can enjoy it as much as you have. And
Clearly, it
it's
works.
right,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a thing. It's a thing. Hey, that's it, Richard. Listeners have been BCC'd on our week. In next week's show, we unpack Bravo Charlie Club's double sign off. Is it a yay or is it a nay? See you next week. Bravo Charlie Club out.
And that is the pod.